Hello everyone. So I'm one of the co-founders of DXS. So DXS is the derivative trading platform that allows to trade hundreds of markets directly from your wallet. What the problem we're trying to solve? I think it's been mentioned here already, like there are millions of underbanked and unbanked people, and they have limited access to traditional trading platforms, to traditional brokerage and exchanges. Why? Because there are different requirements on minimum deposit size, on size of the trade. If you want to open position, what is the minimum trade, withdrawal fees, deposit fees. All these things prevent them from having access to the financial markets, and that prevents them to having access to wealth that can be generated with the financial markets. The DEXs are claimed to be the solution, but not really. They actually have limited exposure to traditional markets, limited scalability, and relatively high fees. So when we looked at all that, we came up with a solution. And the solution is decentralized CFD platform. CFD stands for contract for difference. So you don't really buy the instrument itself, but you get to the exposure to its growth or decline. So you open the position. In the trading session, you settle with other traders. If that's not enough, then there is access to the so-called liquidity pool, and I described in a second. So with that solution, we give the financial inclusion to millions of underbanked. How we do it? We do it through distributed liquidity and non-custodial storage, because everything is built on chain. That provides a security and low cost. We created, I think, very user-friendly, simple application that is available both on desktop and mobile. And we give access to all variety of instruments, crypto, indices, commodities, and traditional stocks, Forex, everything. So, So why we're doing that? We want to make financial markets a better price discovery tool rather than a wealth transfer mechanism. What we're doing, we remove the emotional retail traders from institutional order book. And how we do it from community-owned distributed derivative trading protocol that will reroute the power of retail trading liquidity back to the people. So what is these selling propositions? So first of all, instant wallet sign-in. If you already have a hand cash, like you don't need to do anything else. You directly access the application through hand cash or through a few different wallets as well. You don't need to deposit or withdraw funds. You trade directly from your wallet. There is no minimum trade size. You can trade as low as 1 cent. Everything is on chain, so you have a unique level of transparency, traceability, auditability. It's clear and transparent. There are no fees for opening and closing the position. You just pay small fees if you hold the position for several trading sessions. And I already mentioned the liquidity pool that was built to support the system, the settlement. And users have an opportunity to fund the liquidity pool, and they become liquidity providers. And as liquidity providers, they earn on the funds that they provided to the liquidity pool. So if somebody provides, 100 BSV to the liquidity pool, that would generate stable income for him, no matter how he trades. So it's just because he's the liquidity provider. Yeah. So we've been around we launched, I think, something around 18 months ago. The total volume traded on the platform is practically $3.5 billion. It's 32 million BSV. So we have the public dashboard where you can actually get access to all information, like what's happening on a daily basis. You have the daily open interest, both in BSV and dollars, daily trade volumes, both in BSV dollars, and open interest, like the total open positions split by different instruments, crypto stocks, indices, commodities, Forex, everything is available. So you can type dxs.app stats and you get access to the public dashboard. So the liquidity providers, so they in total have provided over 26,000 BSV with the current exchange rate that's $1.5 million. And since the inception, they have received payments for nearly $500,000 just being the liquidity providers. So that gives this like 10% APR. So when we compare ourselves to other CFDs, we have few unique features that I already described: no withdrawal fees, no minimum deposit, no minimum trade, and most importantly is on-chain settlement that's more or less instant. We also compare ourselves to other DeFi, and here we like especially in this like bearish market, they have pretty low yield for their stack liquidity, but while we provide, as I mentioned, around 11%. So what are the next steps? The scaling is the most important. Currently, we well adopted within the BSV community. We want to go beyond that, and we invest substantial time and resources in getting the solution for USD and fiat trading available. It will come live in the next month or so. So we we see the increased volumes of trading, so we need to be optimized for the higher loads. We created different bounty and referral programs, and we are ready for white label and trading data monetization as well. From the side of decentralization, we will introduce distributed control of liquidity. We moved all databases on-chain. We'll encrypt trading data, and we have different sources for prices. So if you already have hand cash, just type DXS.app.
Well, Alexey, thank you very much. We're running a little ahead of schedule, so does anyone have any questions for Alexey? We have time for a few questions.
Can you just describe your most profitable traders or what they look like? I want to get a sense of what they're trading and what their activity is like.
I mean, they trade different things. Actually, I mean, the more currencies, I think the ones who do well, they do in currencies with substantial leverage. So they know something about the economy that other people don't know. And there are some crypto traders as well, like very successful who do really well. And usually it's, good trades, they come with leverage. So we also provide the leverage on the platform. So it's easy to open the position with the leverage. Again, with just few seconds, you can open the position. So yeah, we have continuously profitable traders, and we see them. Come again? Yes, if you provide the liquidity pool, it's 1 year, and after that, if you withdraw, then you also lose some of this extra income that you generated.
Where do your users live?
Everywhere, but we have substantial clientele in Southeast Asia, and now the Africa is coming up. So I think this idea of micro trading is like very important for this business. Again, you can get it, like if you live in Nigeria and you want to get exposure to like Tesla shares, I mean, how you can do that? I mean, there are very limited opportunities to do that, and DXS offers one of them. I mean, you can open like very small position that's affordable to you, and still get like with the leverage, you still get exposure to positive developments of the share.
So we got time for one more question here.
I was curious how you determine the size limits on your transactions to ensure that one day's all your traders are on the same side of one trade, and also how you kind of think about determining your bid-ask spreads that you're using for various products.
You have to do that, yeah.
The spreads are really minimum because we can allow that because we have one price source and then we just define the spreads ourselves. Because you don't trade against other trader. Because what's happening, you practically like, you open the position, again, so it's like, you just take, like, because it's it's a derivative. You're just taking the position on how the price will develop. So you don't trade against someone. Nobody have to mirror your position at this moment. So, and about the trade size, the other part of the question? No, it's even open position of any size. Like we have a higher limit, different for different instruments, and we also have the limit for leverage. For example, if you want to lever like 100 times, I mean, yeah, we stop you there. So, but aside from that, for micro trading, what's important, you can open very small positions, and you can do that.
Thank you to Alexey.